Beloved chosen one, stop scrolling and listen. Heaven has paused everything around you for this moment. You are not here by coincidence. You are here because the Spirit of God has something to reveal. A divine partnership is being prepared for you. You may not see it yet, but something is shifting in the unseen realm. Heaven is aligning someone, a wealthy soulmate, anointed not merely to love you, but to cover you, to provide for you, to lift you into the life God promised. You have walked through seasons where you gave without return, where your love became a lesson and your loyalty became the test. Every heartbreak was divine preparation, refining your heart to recognize genuine covering from counterfeit affection. God has seen your tears. He has heard the words you whispered into the silence. And now, He whispers back, it is time. This isn't about material wealth alone. This is about divine provision, a union where resources meet righteousness, where abundance meets assignment. You are stepping into a season where heaven will fund your purpose through the one God sends. This person will not only bring comfort but strategy, not only presence but power. They are the missing piece designed to multiply what you've been faithfully building in secret. Listen closely, chosen one. This is not a random promise. The Spirit of God is revealing what was hidden. You are about to meet someone who carries both kingdom wealth and spiritual wisdom. They are a vessel chosen to pour into your life. Their presence will feel like peace, their words like confirmation, and their generosity like prophecy fulfilled. Do not let your mind doubt what your spirit already knows. You have always felt that you were meant for something more, meant to be covered, not merely loved, provided for, not merely promised to. You were never designed to carry the burden alone. The God who sent ravens to feed Elijah is sending a person to bless you. As Jesus himself declared in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33, "But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." You are being prepared to receive, but before heaven releases the blessing, God restores your trust. Every delay you endured was not rejection, it was redirection. He was teaching you how to discern between someone who desires your glow and someone who can handle your calling. The wealthy soulmate being sent to you is not intimidated by your anointing. They will nurture it, protect it, and invest in it. Do not be surprised if you start sensing unusual peace over your heart. That's the sign that the spiritual atmosphere is shifting. The winds are changing in your favor. You have carried faith long enough. Now you will carry favor. The angels assigned to your destiny are moving right now, clearing paths and softening hearts. Heaven's resources are aligning behind one person who will mirror God's love in tangible form. They will not take from you, they will pour into you abundantly. Your soul has waited for this moment, and divine timing has finally arrived. Stand firm, stay expectant, and keep your heart pure. What is coming will not just meet your needs, it will overflow beyond what you prayed for. Beloved, before this message ends, take this moment to agree with heaven. Comment below 777, a prophetic act that seals divine completion and covenant alignment. Like, share, and subscribe if this word resonates with your spirit, because your obedience is your confirmation. What is coming is not ordinary love, it's ordained love. A love backed by heaven's authority. A love that covers, provides, and protects. Your season of divine partnership begins now. You were never meant to walk alone, chosen one. From the moment you were formed in the secret place, heaven marked your life with partnership. God saw the battles you would face, the storms you would stand through, and the loneliness you would endure, and He decreed that one day He would send someone who would not only stand beside you, but war beside you. You were created for connection, not dependency, for divine alignment, not emotional attachment. There is a difference between a partner and a cover. A partner shares your walk, a cover shields your destiny. The person God is preparing carries a mantle of spiritual and material abundance, a protector, not a consumer, a provider, not a pretender. You will recognize them not by charm, but by peace. You will not have to chase them, persuade them, or prove your worth. The one who is coming will see your value immediately, because heaven will open their eyes to it. Every divine partnership begins first in the spirit. God is aligning two missions, not two egos. The one sent to you has also been through fire. They have known betrayal, endured loss, and been refined in secret places. They were being prepared just as you were. When you finally meet, your spirits will recognize one another before your minds do. It will feel less like meeting someone new and more like remembering someone heaven already showed you. You may have wondered why the wait has felt so long. It is because heaven refuses to give you something unfinished. God does not deliver blessings before they are mature. He was not withholding love, he was shaping the one who would carry it well. They had to grow into the kind of strength that could hold your purpose. And you had to grow into the kind of peace that could receive it. This next relationship is not one of striving, but resting. You will not compete for attention or fight for affection. Their presence will not drain you. It will strengthen you. Their abundance will not intimidate you. It will empower you. Together, you will build something eternal, a union where love, provision, and purpose flow as one. We are reminded through the writings of David in the Psalms, chapter 37, verse 4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. The promise was never just romance, it was fulfillment. God is not merely sending someone to meet your emotional needs. He is sending a divine partner to expand your life, enlarge your influence, and accelerate your calling. This is not a partnership built on neediness, but on mission. There will be moments of awe when you realize how every disappointment was part of divine choreography. You will see how the prayers you prayed years ago are being answered through this person. The connection will feel sacred, intentional, unmistakably orchestrated by God. And in their eyes, you will see confirmation, not flattery, but destiny. Do not let fear whisper that this is too good to be true. Heaven's gifts do not come with confusion. When God sends it, it comes with peace. When the enemy imitates it, it comes with chaos. The difference will be obvious because your spirit has been trained to discern truth through pain. You now carry spiritual eyesight that can no longer be deceived. The wealthy soulmate being prepared for you has been entrusted with resources not to control you, but to cover you. Their generosity will be guided by reverence, not ego. They will not buy your affection, they will invest in your destiny. God chose someone whose wealth would be a tool, not a weapon. Through their giving, God will fund the mission He planted inside you long before you even knew its name. This divine connection will also test your readiness to receive without guilt. For so long, you have been the giver, the one who carried, helped, lifted, and poured out. But this next season will reverse the flow. You will be poured into. You will be honored for your obedience. And the one sent will remind you that it is safe to rest again. When that day arrives, do not shrink from the blessing. Stand tall in your calling, knowing that divine love does not reduce, it multiplies. What is approaching is not ordinary companionship, but a covenant alignment that carries heaven's signature. Every lonely chapter was written so that this one could begin with power and peace. Chosen one, Do you remember the nights when silence was your only companion? When every unanswered message and unreturned gesture felt like proof that love had forgotten you? Heaven saw all of it. The waiting season was never a punishment. It was preparation. You were being trained to discern divine timing, to trust in what cannot yet be seen. Every delay carried purpose. Every disappointment was carving depth within you so you could contain what's about to be poured out. You have been walking through divine isolation, but not divine abandonment. In the stillness, heaven was removing noise voices that fed doubt, influences that drained your faith, distractions that delayed your destiny. God isolated you to clarify your vision. You thought you were being left behind, but in truth, you were being set apart. The world calls it loneliness. Heaven calls it incubation. The one who is coming for you has been going through the same kind of refining. Both of you were being molded at different altars, learning patience, endurance, and the art of spiritual listening. You are not meeting by accident. You are meeting by divine synchronization. This isn't luck, and it isn't chance. It's heaven's design aligning two hearts prepared by fire. Every tear that fell in secret was a seed, and now, those seeds are beginning to bloom. You had to lose certain people because they would have mishandled your blessing. You had to release certain dreams because they were too small for the destiny God had in mind. And when you felt forgotten, heaven was writing your next chapter. The waiting taught you more than comfort ever could. It taught you to depend on God rather than outcomes, to stand still when everything inside you wanted to rush ahead. That patience became your power. That surrender became your key. You are no longer the same person who once begged for signs. You are the sign, according to what is revealed in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. You have learned to trust beyond reason, and that trust has unlocked favor. You will soon realize that what felt like delay was actually divine choreography. The person ordained for you could not have arrived earlier. They had lessons to complete, just as you did. If they had met you before this moment, both of you would have recognized each other but not yet been ready to sustain the connection. Now your maturity calls them forth. Your spiritual frequency has shifted, and heaven responds to faith alignment. The more you step into purpose, the louder your destiny calls. You are no longer chasing what is yours. What is yours is being drawn to you. Beloved, do not look back with regret at what did not work. Every closed door preserved your purity. Every unanswered prayer protected your destiny. The people who walked away were never meant to walk beside the version of you that is emerging now. They saw your potential but not your anointing. This new person being sent your way will recognize both. They will not be intimidated by your growth or your light. They will celebrate it, because your rise does not threaten their strength, it magnifies it. Together, you will represent what divine timing looks like in motion. And when others see you both, they will finally understand that waiting was worth it. Now, chosen one, as a prophetic act of agreement, I want you to write in the comments, "I am ready." Write it with faith, not fear, because those three words carry weight in the spirit. When you declare them, you are telling heaven that your waiting has become readiness, your pain has become wisdom, and your heart is open for divine alignment. Your "I am ready" is not just a phrase, it's a signal to the heavens that you will no longer sabotage what God sends. You will not settle for temporary affection or counterfeit promises. You will recognize the real thing and protect it. Speak it boldly, and let the angels record it. The waiting was your classroom, but the arrival will be your testimony. Soon, everything that felt delayed will make sense. and every tear will find its reason. Heaven has not forgotten you. It was simply preparing you to recognize the kind of love that only comes once in a lifetime, and this time, you will be ready. The Spirit now turns your eyes backward, not to dwell in regret, but to understand revelation. The failures of the past were never proof of your unworthiness, they were divine filters. Every false connection, every illusion of love was a test meant to sharpen your discernment. Heaven was not punishing you. Chosen one, it was protecting you from those who came to feed on your light but could never carry your cross. You prayed for love, but heaven heard. Prepare them for destiny. And destiny requires purity of motive, of heart, of alignment. You could not walk into covenant with hidden wounds still bleeding, with trust shattered, or with confusion clouding your spirit. God had to expose the false before he could reveal the true. That exposure hurt because it shattered your illusions. But the breaking was sacred. It made space for the real thing. The Spirit reveals this truth. Every relationship that crumbled was never meant to carry your crown. Some were sent to distract, some to delay, and others to deceive. But not one of them was strong enough to destroy what heaven protected. God hid you inside his purpose until the time was right. He allowed rejection to redirect you, betrayal to refine you, and abandonment to awaken you. You see now that every no was actually a rescue. Those who once appeared perfect were merely mirrors reflecting your longing, not your destiny. They were sent to show you what you desired, but not what you needed. You learned that emotional chemistry without spiritual alignment leads to confusion. You learned that charm without commitment is camouflage. And now, the wisdom born from pain will keep you from ever being fooled again. The true soulmate coming your way will not manipulate your emotions, they will minister to your soul. Their presence will not drain you. It will restore you. When they speak, you will feel peace ripple through your being. When they pray, heaven will respond. This person will not compete with your purpose. They will complete the part of it that requires partnership. You once thought love was about intensity. Now you know that divine love is about consistency. It doesn't burn fast and fade, it endures. It doesn't confuse, it clarifies. And it doesn't control, it covers. The counterfeit demanded attention. The true one will offer safety. Heaven speaks clearly through the words in Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. That promise is more than comfort. It is a mirror of the love that is on its way. This soulmate carries the heart of divine loyalty. They will not walk away when seasons shift or storms rise. Their commitment will mirror God's faithfulness, unshaken, unwavering, unstoppable. There were moments when you blamed yourself for being too much or too deep. But the truth is, you were never too much. You were simply in the wrong room. Those who could not value your spirit tried to minimize it. Those who could not comprehend your calling tried to compete with it. But God removed them so that you would no longer dim your light for those who preferred the shadows. This next person will not only see your light, they will protect it. They will cover you in prayer, celebrate your victories, and comfort your weaknesses without judgment. You will not have to explain your fire, they will recognize its source. Because they too have been walking with God in quiet places, preparing for the same divine assignment that now approaches. And when you meet, you will feel the confirmation in your spirit before words are even spoken. It will not come with anxiety or confusion. It will not force you to chase clarity or beg for consistency. The connection will come peacefully, naturally, divinely timed. When false love came, It demanded validation. When true love comes, it brings revelation. You will look back and understand that every heartbreak was heaven's way of removing the counterfeit so your hands would be empty enough to receive what was real. This is the season of revelation. Chosen one. No longer will you misread red flags as passion or confuse emotional turbulence with spiritual connection. You are wiser now, fortified by grace, protected by divine insight. You will see through intentions the moment they appear, and the Spirit will whisper to your heart, "This one is not for you." But soon, that whisper will change. It will say, "This is the one." And when it does, you will know with the quiet certainty that only comes from God's confirmation. You will not question it because peace will surround it. And this time, your story will not end in loss, it will end in legacy. Chosen one. Listen carefully because this part of your journey is holy ground. You are about to step into the realm of abundance that has been promised to you since before you knew how to pray for it. Heaven is preparing to place a mantle of provision upon your life, and the one being sent to you carries the key that unlocks it. This is not about wealth that fades. It is about divine stewardship, resources with assignment, riches with responsibility, prosperity that serves purpose. The anointing of abundance is sacred. It does not come to the greedy, it comes to the faithful. You have proven your faith in scarcity. You have worshipped when you had nothing but tears. You have given when your hands were empty. And because of that, heaven has found you trustworthy. God is not just sending love, He is sending overflow. Imagine a tree that stood through countless storms. Its branches may have bent, but its roots never broke. You are that tree. And now the rains of favor are falling. The ground beneath you, once dry and hard, is softening with opportunity. The roots of your faith are drinking deeply from heaven's provision, and soon your fruit will feed others. The soulmate God is sending carries the same anointing of abundance. Their wealth is not a coincidence. It is a calling. They have been assigned to fund vision, to protect purpose, and to elevate the kingdom through generosity. When their path meets yours, you will see that divine prosperity is not selfish, it is strategic. Their resources will not drown your light, they will amplify it. As the prophet wrote in the scroll of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3, "For the revelation awaits an appointed time. Though it lingers, wait for it, it will certainly come and will not delay." Every promise spoken over your life has been ripening in heaven's timing. The abundance you once only dreamed of is now drawing near, and it carries your name. But abundance requires readiness. You must prepare your heart not only to receive, but to manage it with grace. Wealth is not simply money, it is influence, favor, wisdom, and the ability to change lives. Let your spirit understand this abundance flows through gratitude. When you live from a thankful heart, every gift multiplies. When you live from fear, blessings slip through your fingers. God wants to entrust you with more, but He must see that you understand the why behind the wealth. It is not to build your ego. It is to build His kingdom. And so, as you listen to these words, let gratitude rise within you. If this message has watered your spirit, share it like you would share a seed. When you click like, when you share this word, or subscribe to stay connected, you are not feeding an algorithm, you are feeding the mission. This space is soil for faith, a sanctuary for souls who are still searching for light. If you feel led, you may even sow into this message. Think of it not as a transaction, but as planting into the same spiritual ground that has been speaking life over you. Every donation becomes a drop of rain that helps this tree continue to grow, reach more hearts, and bear fruit for those still wandering in darkness. Your giving, whether of time, kindness, prayer, or provision, is not forgotten. Heaven records every act of generosity, and in return, God multiplies it back, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You are part of a divine exchange, chosen one. As you pour out, heaven pours in. You are not just a listener, you are a co-builder of something eternal. You are helping to keep the fire burning for those who still sit in night seasons, waiting for a word of hope. The wealthy soulmate being sent to you will carry the same spirit of giving. Together, your hands will open, not to grasp, but to release. Together, you will build altars of generosity that others may stand upon. That is the legacy of abundance, to give until others see God through your overflow. Hold this truth close when your heart remains generous. Heaven keeps your supply endless. The more you pour, the more He refills. And soon, chosen one, you will see that you were never waiting for provision. Provision was waiting for you to be ready to receive it. Chosen one, something is stirring in the invisible realm. You have begun to notice patterns, numbers repeating, dreams returning, small whispers that make your heart still for a moment. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Heaven is orchestrating alignment. The divine meeting that has been prophesied over your life is drawing closer, and the signs are beginning to appear all around you. When heaven begins to move, creation responds. The air feels different. Conversations begin to shift. Even your emotions seem to fluctuate, as though your spirit senses a change before your mind does. That's because spiritual timing always announces itself before it arrives. The world calls them signs. The Spirit calls them synchronicities. You might glance at the clock and see the same number twice. You might encounter a phrase that echoes what you just prayed about. You may even find yourself remembering someone's name without reason. Pay attention, for these are gentle nudges from heaven saying, "Stay alert, the fulfillment is near." The path to divine connection is not random. It is written in the secret calendar of heaven. The steps of a righteous one are not stumbled, they are ordered. That is why certain delays had to happen. You thought you were being rerouted, but in truth, God was synchronizing your timeline with someone else's. The divine soulmate being sent to you was still being positioned, refined, and prepared for the moment your worlds collide. We find in the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 19, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus." That promise extends beyond finances. It includes emotional needs, spiritual needs, and relational wholeness. The one who provides does not do so halfway. When God aligns your life with divine partnership, it will fulfill you in ways you never knew were missing. The covering you prayed for, the peace you longed for, the security your soul quietly craved, all of it is wrapped in this next divine connection. You have walked faithfully through storms that others could not see. You have chosen peace over vengeance, forgiveness over bitterness, and worship over worry. Those choices have built an invisible foundation for what is now coming. Heaven never forgets obedience. Every unseen act of faith was recorded, and now the reward draws near. As the alignment begins, expect clarity. The confusion that once clouded your relationships will lift. The people who are not part of your destiny will quietly drift away. This is not loss, it is preparation. God is decluttering your circle so that when your divine counterpart arrives, nothing will compete for your focus. In this season, pay attention to peace more than passion. Passion may burn bright but fades fast. Peace endures. Peace is heaven's signature that what is happening is not emotional impulse but divine orchestration. When this person enters your life, peace will settle over you like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. You will not have to question it, chase it, or force it. It will simply be. And so, chosen one. If this word resonates deep within your spirit, if you can sense that heaven is rearranging your path and preparing the meeting you've been waiting for, then declare it in faith below by commenting 888. Do not treat it as mere digits. 888 symbolizes divine new beginnings, eternal flow, and heaven's infinite provision. When you write it, you are not typing numbers. You are activating alignment. You are saying to heaven, I am ready for divine timing. I am ready for alignment that brings abundance and peace. Let your comment be a declaration, not a wish. Because what you declare with faith becomes permission for heaven to move on your behalf. Your alignment is not coming, it has already begun. The whispers, the dreams, the repeated signs are evidence. Heaven is closing the distance between you and your ordained one. Every prayer you prayed, every tear you shed, has been transformed into a guiding thread weaving you both closer, moment by moment. And soon, when paths finally cross, you will understand why the wait was long, but the reward eternal. Chosen one, the atmosphere around you is shifting because your energy, your very spirit, has begun to vibrate at a higher frequency. You are no longer operating in survival mode, you are standing in alignment. The heaviness you once carried is lifting, and that is not by chance. When your heart becomes anchored in faith, it begins to attract what heaven already wrote with your name on it. This is the mystery of divine magnetism. When the light of your obedience shines brightly, it draws everything that was meant for you. The wealthy soulmate heaven is sending has been moving toward you just as you have been moving toward them. Two orbits, once separated by time and distance, are now converging in divine rhythm. The law of spiritual gravity is pulling your blessings closer, not because of striving, but because of surrender. You have been learning how to release control. That release is not weakness, it is power. You used to think you had to fight for what was yours, but now you understand that true faith does not chase, it draws. The energy of gratitude, peace, and trust in God is magnetic. It calls forth divine favor, divine people, divine provision. There was a time when your mind questioned your worthiness. You wondered if maybe you were asking for too much, hoping for something impossible. But heaven smiles at such thoughts. Because your desire for a love that covers and provides was never pride, it was prophecy. The longing was planted by God Himself as evidence of what He intended to fulfill. The Spirit reminds you that what you feel within is a reflection of what heaven has prepared without. When you began to heal, when you forgave, when you released bitterness and chose love again, you opened the gates of alignment. Every spiritual gate responds to peace. Every blessing that once seemed delayed begins to move toward the sound of your healed heart. It was proclaimed in the second letter to Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. That is the energy you carry now, a sound mind, a steady heart, a radiant spirit. Fear no longer has power to distort your vision or sabotage your future. The same strength that kept you standing through storms is now the same strength attracting the person who will stand beside you. Your endurance has created resonance. Heaven responds to consistency more than emotion, to quiet faith more than loud panic. You have proven yourself faithful in silence, and now heaven is amplifying your frequency to be found. Think of a lighthouse standing on a cliff during a storm. It does not chase the ships, it simply shines. Its light is the signal, and the vessels navigate toward it. You are that lighthouse. Your faith is your beam of light. The one destined to find you is navigating through the fog of the world, guided by that glow. They will arrive not because you pursued them, but because your spirit illuminated the path. Do not mistake solitude for stagnation. Just because you do not see movement does not mean nothing is happening. Beneath the surface, roots are strengthening. In the unseen, angels are arranging encounters. In the quiet, God is rehearsing introduction. The world measures progress by sight. Heaven measures it by faith. Your preparation has not gone unnoticed. Every time you chose prayer over panic, the spiritual realm shifted. Every time you released bitterness, the path straightened. And now, your frequency, the invisible fragrance of your spirit, has become a signal heaven can no longer ignore. You will soon notice how people start responding to your presence differently. Some will feel drawn to you, sensing peace they can't explain. Others may feel unsettled because your light exposes what they have tried to hide. Do not take offense. It is simply confirmation that your spiritual vibration has changed. You are no longer available for confusion, manipulation, or smallness. You are becoming a vessel that only divine energy can reach. When the ordained one appears, your souls will recognize one another instantly, because your frequencies will match. There will be no chaos, only clarity, no fear, only familiarity. It will feel as if you have known each other in eternity, and perhaps you have. The light in you will call to the light in them, and the two will merge in divine harmony. That harmony will not just bless you, it will ripple outward. Those who once doubted your faith will witness what happens when a life is fully surrendered to divine timing. You will become evidence that patience was never wasted, that alignment is more powerful than effort, and that what is meant for you cannot miss you. So breathe deeply, chosen one. You are no longer waiting for blessings, you are radiating them. Everything you have become is attracting what you have prayed for. The energy of your healed heart is the magnet of heaven. And soon, the answer will arrive not as a miracle falling from the sky, but as a person walking toward you drawn by the frequency of divine love. Chosen one, before manifestation comes testing. Every time heaven prepares to release something precious, the enemy attempts to counterfeit it. That is why, before your divine soulmate arrives, you may encounter distractions, people who look right but feel wrong, offers that glitter but carry no glory. These are spiritual decoys designed to make you doubt God's timing or question your discernment. But you are wiser now. You know how to recognize the difference between attraction and assignment. Testing is heaven's way of protecting you from what is beneath your destiny. When you pray for abundance, you must also be prepared to prove that your heart can handle it. You are being tested not to fail, but to be revealed. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it is refinement. God is ensuring that when your blessing arrives, it will not find you distracted or unprepared. The enemy studies patterns. He has seen your prayers and understands what you desire. That is why, right before the true one arrives, he sends imitation after imitation, people who carry the look of love but not the heart of it. They echo your language but not your loyalty. They mirror your passion but not your purpose. Yet you will discern them because your spirit no longer confuses flattery with faithfulness. As was spoken in the sacred texts of old, in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. You are being crowned through endurance. Every temptation you resist, every counterfeit you reject, adds another layer of strength to your spirit. The tests may appear emotional, but their purpose is deeply spiritual. God is teaching you to recognize peace as your compass. Where there is no peace, there is no purpose. The tests will also come through timing. Opportunities may appear out of season relationships that demand quick commitment, decisions that rush your process. These are traps wrapped in urgency. Divine love never pressures, it invites. Heaven's timing carries patience, not panic. The right one will not hurry you into confusion. They will wait for your clarity, just as you have waited for God's timing. Sometimes the test will come disguised as silence. You may feel that nothing is happening, that the waiting has stretched too long, but silence is never absence. In heaven's economy, silence is strategy. When nothing seems to move, everything actually is. The angels are positioning, the Spirit is preparing, and your name is being whispered into the heart of the one destined for you. Do not mistake divine stillness for divine neglect. It is in the stillness that character matures. You are learning to rest in trust rather than rush into panic. The delay is not denial. It is divine choreography ensuring that every piece fits perfectly when it's time. Think of gold being refined. It must pass through fire, not once but repeatedly, until all impurities are gone. The process is hot, uncomfortable, and seemingly endless, but when it ends, the gold shines brighter than ever before. That is what heaven is doing with you now. The fire you feel is proof that value is being revealed. When your divine soulmate appears, you will recognize them not because they complete you, but because they complement your calling. Their peace will match your purpose. Their spirit will harmonize with yours. And the tests you are enduring now will have prepared you to love them from a place of maturity, not need. So do not despise the tests. They are evidence that you are near the promise. The enemy does not attack what is empty, he attacks what is about to overflow. Every trial is a prophecy in disguise, declaring that fulfillment is close. Hold your ground. Chosen one, keep your standards high and your spirit anchored. Do not entertain anything that feels off, even slightly. Peace is your confirmation. Confusion is your warning. When in doubt, pause. The Spirit will always make the truth undeniable. Soon, the tests will end, and what you have been waiting for will walk right into your life pure, undeniable, and divinely timed. And you will thank God not just for what He gave you, but for what He protected you from. Chosen one. The horizon is beginning to glow. The moment that once felt so distant is now approaching with divine precision. There is a holy convergence happening, your faith, your obedience, your healing, all meeting in a single point of destiny. The one God promised is drawing near, and the signs are growing undeniable. This will not be a random encounter or a fleeting spark. It will feel like recognition, not discovery, as though your spirit is remembering what heaven wrote long ago. Every divine connection has a signature, and this one carries the fragrance of peace. It will not come through confusion or chaos. It will not demand that you shrink to fit its comfort. Instead, it will honor your growth and call forth your greatness. You will feel seen without having to explain, understood without having to translate, loved without having to perform. The path that leads to this meeting is sacred. Heaven has been clearing the way, removing distractions, closing doors, softening hearts. Each detour was redirection, each delay an act of divine choreography. When the appointed time comes, the introduction will feel natural, yet supernatural. You will simply know. The ancient words recorded in Romans chapter 8, verse 28. Declare. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. That verse is not just comfort, it is confirmation. Nothing was wasted, not the heartbreaks, not the waiting, not the seasons of silence. Every piece of your past has been woven into a pattern that now points to purpose. The pain was not random, it was preparation. What felt like delay was simply God aligning both of your journeys to arrive at the same intersection of readiness. You may already sense its small stirrings of excitement that seem to come from nowhere. Moments of deep calm that wash over you unexpectedly. That's heaven whispering. Prepare your heart. It's time. Your name has been spoken in the spirit. Your light has been seen. The one sent to walk with you is being drawn closer every day. The meeting will not depend on your effort, but on your positioning. Continue walking in obedience. Continue tending your peace. Continue moving where God leads you. When the time is right, the introduction will be effortless. You won't have to chase what's divine, it will recognize you. Divine timing doesn't need striving. It requires stillness. This connection will awaken purpose in both of you. You will not merely fall in love, you will rise in love. Together, you will become a living testimony that faithfulness is never forgotten. The world will call it luck, but you will know it was written. The peace between you will feel ancient, as if two souls long separated by assignments finally found their way home. Beloved, when that moment comes, remember it was your endurance that made this possible. Every time you chose to believe when nothing seemed to move, heaven took note. Your faith became the bridge that now carries this blessing toward you. Now, if your spirit feels that quiet confirmation within, if you can sense that this message is echoing what heaven has been trying to tell you, then I want you to type these words in the comments: I hear you. Those 3 words may seem small, but they carry tremendous spiritual weight. When you write I hear you, you are acknowledging heaven's voice, declaring that your heart is open and your ears are tuned to divine direction. You are telling God, I am not ignoring the signs, I am listening. Your declaration becomes an act of surrender, a symbol of readiness. Moment says, I will not move ahead of you, but I will not lag behind you either. You are aligning your will with His, synchronizing your steps with His timing. The one God is sending will hear Him too, and your paths will cross not because of coincidence, but because of divine communication. Until that day, keep listening. The whisper of heaven is closer than ever. And the next time your spirit says, pay attention, it may be because your promise is standing right before you. Chosen one, what God is unfolding now is not simply romance, it is covenant. You are stepping into the kind of love that mirrors heaven's order, where covering meets calling and peace meets purpose. This is the union that your spirit has longed for, not because you were lonely, but because you were ready to build something eternal. Heaven does not send people to entertain you, it sends them to establish you. When your divine soulmate arrives, you will notice that everything about their presence feels like protection. You will sense that you are standing under a spiritual canopy, safe, grounded, and seen. This covering is not control, it is care. It is the reflection of how God Himself covers His beloved, firm yet freeing, strong yet soft. As the prophet Elijah spoke as recorded in the first book of Kings, chapter 19, verse 12. And after the earthquake came a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a gentle whisper. That gentle whisper is how divine love speaks. It does not roar for attention, it rests in peace. It does not demand proof, it gives presence. This person will not shake your foundation, they will strengthen it. They will not replace God's voice, they will echo it. Your union will not just comfort your heart, it will commission your purpose. Together, you will become a force building, creating, and lifting others. You will stand as living proof that divine timing and obedience always birth abundance. But remember, Abundance grows where gratitude lives. Think of this message as a river flowing from heaven's mountain. Each word is water, meant to refresh those who are thirsty for truth. When you share the river, when you like, share, and subscribe, you are not just engaging with content, you are extending the stream. Somewhere, another weary soul is wandering through a dry place, and your act of sharing may become their drink of hope. If this stream has ever washed over your heart, if you have felt peace, direction, or healing through these messages, then consider how your simple support keeps the current flowing. Even a whisper of generosity, a comment, a share, a gift becomes like a pebble dropped in water, sending ripples of grace outward. When you choose to sow, whether through donation, prayer, or time, you are watering the very soil that nurtured your spirit. This is sacred ground, not a marketplace. Every act of support becomes a form of worship, a way of saying, Lord, let this light reach further. Imagine a lighthouse standing against the dark sea. It does not move, but its light travels miles to guide lost ships home. This message, this community, is that lighthouse. When you help sustain it, you keep the beam alive for others still searching in the storm. Your kindness fuels the flame. Your generosity becomes oil in the lamp. Do not underestimate what your small actions do in the unseen. A single click can plant peace where despair once grew. A single gift can extend hope to places unseen. Heaven notices the hearts that give quietly, not for recognition but out of gratitude. This next season of your life will overflow with provision. You are not stepping into dependency, but divine partnership. The one God is sending to you will mirror that same spirit of giving. They will not hoard. They will harvest. They will not count what they lose. They will measure what they bless. Together, you will become conduits of heaven's generosity, not collectors of earthly wealth. Let your life become an open hand. The more freely you give, the more freely heaven trusts you with more. Generosity is not about the size of what you release, it's about the sincerity of your heart when you release it. When you sow from love, even a small seed becomes a mighty tree in God's garden. So, beloved, continue to walk with gratitude. Continue to water what has watered you. Continue to keep the river flowing, the lamp burning, the vineyard alive. Because your support, your presence keeps this divine work breathing. And when your soulmate finally arrives, you will both understand that love, like generosity, is meant to flow, not to hoard. Together, you will live as mirrors of heaven's covenant, covered, called, and complete. Chosen one. The abundance that draws near you is not born of earthly systems, but birthed through divine trust. God is releasing into your life and into the life of your destined one a kind of wealth that is pure, purposeful, and protected. It is wealth that moves through clean hands and surrendered hearts. The world may chase after gold, but heaven releases glory, and glory always carries provision with it. You have come to a place where you finally understand not every blessing is from God, and not every gift is good. True wealth is not just about possession, it is about permission. Heaven gives permission for those who can handle what others misuse. That is why your waiting felt long and heavy. God was building within you the wisdom to carry abundance without letting it carry you away. The one being sent to you carries the same lesson etched upon their heart. They have walked through material success, but they know the loneliness of abundance without alignment. They discovered that wealth without worship becomes emptiness. They have been humbled, refined, and prepared to use their prosperity not as a display but as a destiny tool. When your paths meet, the synergy will be unmistakable. Two souls who have learned that every resource belongs first to heaven. Heaven speaks through the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 22. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, and he adds no sorrow with it. That verse will come alive in your life. The wealth that is approaching will not come with anxiety or manipulation. It will come wrapped in peace, carried by someone who has mastered contentment. This kind of blessing doesn't demand, it flows. It doesn't corrupt, it corrects. It doesn't burden, it balances. Your spirit has been trained to recognize this purity. Where once you might have been dazzled by appearance, now you discern intention. You can feel when something is driven by ego rather than assignment. That is why God can finally trust you with more, because you will not use abundance as identity. You know that your worth was settled long before wealth ever arrived. The divine partnership forming in this season will function like a kingdom enterprise. Not a company of profit, but a covenant of purpose. You will build things that last beyond your lifetime's foundations of giving, legacies of faith, and movements that point people back to God. The resources that flow through your hands will heal others, fund missions, restore dreams, and rewrite stories. The beauty of this next chapter is in its balance. You will finally live the life that others thought impossible, a life where luxury meets humility, where success bows before service. You will have enough to give freely, yet remain dependent on grace for direction. You will touch wealth but never worship it. You will walk in overflow yet stay rooted in gratitude. This chosen one is how heaven defines prosperity, not by number, but by impact. Every blessing that comes will have purpose attached to it. The soulmate God is sending to you understands this at their core. They will see abundance not as status, but as stewardship. Their first instinct will not be to gather, but to give. Their heart will mirror yours, open, faithful, and generous. There will be moments when you both look at what God has done and stand in silent awe. You will remember the nights of lack and realize how each prayer became a seed for this season. You will whisper gratitude not just for the wealth, but for the wisdom to manage it. And though others may only see your success, you will know the secret that every coin, every door, every opportunity is an echo of divine trust. You will carry it carefully, not as owners, but as vessels. Together, you will prove to the watching world that prosperity and holiness can coexist when hearts remain surrendered. Chosen one, can you feel it? The air around your spirit hums differently now. Heaven's rhythm has shifted from waiting to release. The season of overflow, the one that prophets spoke of and that your heart secretly longed for, is beginning to manifest. It's no longer just a word, it's movement. What you prayed for in tears will soon appear in sight. The winds of abundance are blowing toward you, carrying both provision and partnership. You are stepping into what many call the overflow season. But it is more than increase, it is divine multiplication. Everything you've sown in obedience is coming back pressed down, shaken together, and running over. But this return isn't limited to finances. It extends into peace, influence, and purpose. The more your heart stays aligned with heaven, the wider the flow becomes. You and your destined one are now stepping into the same current. Heaven has orchestrated your timelines, and now they flow like two rivers merging into one mighty stream. The result is unstoppable momentum. Where there was once dryness, there will now be rainfall. Where there was once limitation, there will now be expansion. The voice of God thundered in the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. That stillness is your secret weapon in this next season. You will not need to strive or no chase or struggle. The fight that exhausted you is now being handled by heaven itself. Divine provision doesn't respond to panic, it responds to peace. The moment you release fear, the flow becomes effortless. Expect sudden openings, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, connections forming without effort, resources multiplying faster than you can comprehend. But this is not luck, it's alignment. You have finally synchronized with heaven's rhythm, and that rhythm attracts everything ordained for your destiny. The one God is sending to you carries the key of overflow too. Their giving heart and wise stewardship will merge with your vision to create something miraculous. Together, you will live as evidence that two people in divine order can shift entire atmospheres. You will fund dreams, build safe places, and carry the fragrance of abundance wherever you go. But chosen one, remember this: the overflow is not meant to drown you. It's meant to empower you. Water can either destroy or sustain, depending on how you channel it. Keep your vessel clean, your motives pure, and your priorities divine. The more you honor the source, the stronger the stream will grow. There is a principle at work here: what you celebrate, you attract. When you acknowledge God's hand in every increase, you create space for even more. That's why gratitude must remain your daily song. Thank Him not only for what you've received, but also for what He's still preparing behind the scenes. And so, in this sacred moment, as a prophetic act of agreement with the season of divine overflow, I invite you to comment below the number 4444. Do not type it casually. Let it be your declaration of faith. The number 44444 symbolizes stability, divine foundation, and heaven's order manifesting on earth. When you write it, you are saying to God, I trust your structure. I welcome your abundance. I am ready for what has been stored for me. That simple act is not superstition, it is synchronization. Heaven often honors physical expressions of spiritual truth. Your comment becomes a seal, marking that your life is aligned with divine abundance, not worldly chaos. You have endured drought, discipline, and delay. Now the dam is breaking. The same hands that once held nothing will soon overflow with more than enough, not for pride, but for purpose. You will carry peace that passes understanding, wisdom that multiplies provision, and love that covers every wound. And when the blessings begin to pour, remember it was never just about you. Every miracle you receive becomes evidence that God still rewards faith. Others will see your life and realize that obedience is never in vain. Your overflow will become their hope. This is your confirmation. Beloved, you are not stepping into just increase, you are stepping into divine stability. Heaven has signed your season of abundance with a covenant of peace, and all you must do is receive it. Comment 4444 if your spirit bears witness, and let heaven record your agreement. The river has already begun to rise. Chosen one, when divine abundance begins to bloom, it does not arrive in silence, it draws attention. Light cannot hide, it reveals, exposes, and attracts. And though heaven celebrates your elevation, not everyone around you will. There are eyes watching your ascent that once watched your pain, and they do not understand how the same person who was broken now stands crowned. Yet this, too, is part of the plan. God will use your rising to reveal hearts that were hidden. Do not fear their reactions. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. The same God who lifted you is the one who will guard you. You are not called to apologize for answered prayers. You are called to testify. Those who misunderstood your wilderness will now witness your harvest. They will see that grace, not luck, is what chose you. Every miracle God performs publicly was first tested privately. You paid a price that many never saw: nights of silent tears, days of unseen endurance. They saw the blessing, but not the breaking, the abundance, but not the ashes. Yet heaven saw it all. That is why your table is being prepared in the presence of those who once doubted your anointing. The Spirit declares through the writings of David in the Psalms, chapter 23, verse 5. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. That verse will manifest in your life exactly as written. The anointing that is upon you will not only elevate you but protect you. It will serve as both light and shield. Every jealous whisper, every hidden plot, every silent envy will fall powerless before the oil that covers you. What was meant to harm you will now announce you. The enemy cannot curse what God has chosen to bless. He cannot close what heaven has opened. The same mouths that once spoke against you will one day speak of you, not because they changed, but because God's favor cannot be ignored. When grace rests upon a person, even opposition becomes advertisement. But chosen one, you must walk wisely. With elevation comes exposure, and with exposure comes responsibility. You must learn to move with discernment to protect your peace even as you walk in blessing. Guard your heart as carefully as you guard your vision. Everyone who applauds cannot be trusted. Some clap out of curiosity, not celebration. Move in silence when the Spirit says so. Let your results speak louder than your explanations. You are not called to defend your destiny, you are called to demonstrate it. Let humility remain your armor. Never let success silence your worship. The same faith that sustained you in lack must lead you in abundance. Remember that your soulmate, the one sent to walk beside you, will also face this light. Together, you will learn to navigate attention with grace. You will protect one another from pride and from pressure. Your connection will serve as a reminder that favor does not make you superior. It makes you responsible. You are not elevated to escape others, but to example what obedience produces. As you rise, God will give you wisdom to discern who is meant to walk closely and who must observe from afar. You will bless even those who misunderstood you, not with bitterness, but with benevolence. For that is how heaven operates. It turns vindication into invitation. You will learn to forgive quickly, to speak kindly, to love without needing to be understood. And soon, those who once gossiped will fall silent, not out of defeat, but out of awe. They will see that the hand of God is undeniable upon your life. Some will come to you for prayer, others for counsel, and you will help them not with pride, but with compassion. You will remember how it felt to be doubted, and that memory will make your mercy deep. This is your season of silent victory, where your testimony speaks for you. You will not need to explain, prove, or justify. You will simply shine. For when God crowns a person, no one can question the coronation. The very light that provokes envy will also draw others toward faith, and through you, heaven will be glorified. Chosen one, your steps now move differently. You walk not with hesitation, but with holy confidence. You have entered the realm of royal partnership, a space where love and purpose merge seamlessly. The connection between you and your divine soulmate is not a coincidence. It is a covenant carefully written by the author of time. Heaven itself bears witness to your union, for it was orchestrated not by emotion, but by mission. When two destinies finally converge under divine order, something sacred ignites. The air between you seems charged, not just with affection, but with assignment. This person does not complete you. They activate you. The strength of their faith pulls out the leader in you. Your compassion awakens the nurturer in them. You no longer move as individuals trying to survive. You move as a united force sent to revive. You have spent seasons learning solitude. Now you are being entrusted with shared purpose. The Spirit knew that before you could build with another, You had to be whole within yourself. What you carry now is not dependency, it is destiny. You will walk side by side, not one behind the other, because heaven designed your steps to complement, not compete. It is written in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor." That truth now lives within your story. The return is not only material, it is spiritual, emotional, and generational. When you pray together, the atmosphere bends differently. When you plan together, heaven multiplies your results. When you worship together, angels respond. Your union becomes a sound in the spirit, strong, steady, and pure. The beauty of divine partnership is that it does not remove individuality. It refines it. You are still the same person who once walked through deserts alone. But now your steps echo alongside another heartbeat that matches your rhythm. You do not lose yourself, you expand yourself. This love is not a cage, it is a calling. Your divine counterpart sees you through heaven's lens. They do not idolize you, they understand you. They will not silence your fire, they will shield it. Their strength will not overshadow yours, it will surround it. You will learn new languages of love, spoken not only through words but through actions, timing, and trust. Every partnership ordained by heaven carries a mission. Yours will heal through example. People will watch how you both move in faith, in patience, in generosity, and find hope in the reflection. You will show that love built on God's foundation can endure storms without sinking. You will teach that loyalty is not weakness and that devotion is not old-fashioned, it is holy. Your relationship will function like two hands clasped in prayer, distinct, yet unified, firm, yet gentle. And through this unity, God will channel resources, influence, and favor. The more you align, the more heaven expands your reach. You will begin to see how effortlessly things flow when partnership replaces striving. It is not luck, it is divine rhythm. There will be moments when life tests the strength of your bond, not to break it, but to prove it. Every challenge will only tighten your connection. Every disagreement will refine your communication. Every victory will remind you that what you have is rare, a union forged in obedience, tempered by grace and sealed in purpose. In this new reality, you will find a deeper peace than you've ever known. You will wake up with gratitude, not fear. You will move through your days knowing that you are covered both by God and by love that mirrors His heart. And through it all, you will remain humble, because both of you know that this was never earned, it was entrusted. You were chosen not just to receive love, but to reveal what love looks like when heaven writes the story. So walk boldly. Chosen one. Walk with your head high and your spirit soft. You are no longer wandering. You are walking in royal partnership, carrying the fragrance of divine purpose wherever you go. Chosen one. When heaven entrusts you with something sacred, it also teaches you how to protect it. The divine partnership you now walk in carries a fragrance that draws both admiration and envy. And so, God whispers, guard what is holy. Your covenant is not a display for the curious, it is an altar for the faithful. Every divine connection, no matter how blessed, must be shielded from the noise of distraction. Your union was not built for performance, it was built for purpose. The same way a garden must be fenced to flourish, your relationship must be guarded with prayer, discretion, and intentional love. You and your soulmate are stewards of something eternal. What you protect today will feed generations tomorrow. The Spirit reminds you through the ancient writings in the book of Nehemiah, chapter 4, verse 9. But we prayed to our God and posted a guard day and night to meet this threat. That verse holds your strategy. Pray and guard, intercede and build. Do not grow careless just because peace has arrived. Peace must be maintained, not assumed. The enemy does not attack what is empty, he attacks what is effective. But this time, you will not be caught unaware. You have learned to fight wisely, to love consciously, and to guard joy as fiercely as you once chased it. Think of your covenant like a vineyard. The grapes may grow sweet under the sun, but if the fence breaks, foxes slip in unseen. Those foxes can take the form of doubt, gossip, distraction, or pride. You must tend the soil daily, water the roots with communication, and prune the branches through forgiveness. Every season demands attention, but every act of care deepens the roots. And as you nurture what heaven planted, remember you are part of something larger. These words, this space, this shared faith journey exist to strengthen the very thing God is doing in you. Each message is a thread in the tapestry of divine transformation, woven through prayer and carried by grace. If these words have been a mirror for your soul, if they've watered your spirit when you were thirsty for understanding, then let your gratitude flow into action. When you like a message, it's more than a gesture, it's light acknowledging light. When you share, you become a messenger, passing a torch of hope to someone still walking through night. When you subscribe, you build a sanctuary where heaven's whispers can continue to reach searching hearts. And if you feel led to donate, think of it as pouring oil into the lamp that keeps this fire burning. Every gift, no matter how small, is a flame that allows these words to continue shining. This isn't transaction. It's transformation. You're not giving to something, you're giving through something, through a vessel that God is using to touch lives you may never meet. Imagine it like rain falling into a river. One drop may seem small, but together, they create the current that carries water to dry lands. Your engagement, your support, your generosity. These are the raindrops that keep the river of revelation flowing. When you give, when you share, when you comment from the heart, you become part of the divine cycle that keeps hope alive for others. And yes, beloved, comment below. Tell your story. Testify quietly, or simply write how the message touched you. Your words may be the answer to someone else's silent prayer. This space is not just a broadcast, it's a communion of souls finding light together. As you protect your own covenant, you are also strengthening the spiritual community around you. We rise together when we sow together, just as you and your soulmate will nurture what God gave you. This platform thrives when those who are fed help feed others. Your faith has been costly. You've endured storms that tried to drown you, and still, you chose to believe. Now you are standing in sunlight, holding fruit from the same soil that once seemed barren. Protect it. Celebrate it. And whenever you feel this light nourishing your heart, remember that your small act of engagement helps it reach another soul still waiting for dawn. Chosen one, keep walking with reverence. Protect your covenant with prayer, your peace with boundaries, and your blessings with gratitude. You are no longer a wanderer, you are a keeper of divine things. And as you nurture this space with love, the same heaven that watches over your union will continue to water every seed you plant here. Chosen one. As your journey unfolds, the purpose of this divine partnership begins to reveal itself in full. What you once thought was only about love is now becoming something far greater, a ministry in motion. You and your ordained one are not simply companions. You are co-laborers in a divine mission. Your union is a tool of healing, a testimony of restoration, and a living parable for those who have stopped believing that God still writes love stories. You will begin to notice how your individual callings intertwine like vines growing around the same pillar. What you carry will complement what they lack, and what they carry will fill what you cannot reach. This is how heaven balances power with partnership. You will not compete for leadership, you will exchange it in rhythm. Sometimes you will speak and they will listen. Other times they will lead and you will intercede. Each motion will feel sacred, synchronized by a spirit larger than both of you. The Spirit spoke through Paul in the first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 9. For we are co-workers in God's service. You are God's field, God's building. That verse is your blueprint now. You are both builders and the very building constructors of faith, vessels of grace, foundations for others to stand upon. The work you will do together will extend beyond your own comfort. It will reach strangers, families, and communities. The same love that healed you will now overflow to heal others. Your story, once filled with heartbreak and waiting, will become the testimony that births faith in those still wandering through delay. This is the mystery of divine purpose. It never ends with personal blessing. Heaven multiplies every miracle so that it can feed more than one. The same provision that sustains you will soon sustain many. You are entering a season of impact, where everything you touch carries the echo of God's goodness. Do not underestimate the power of quiet obedience. You do not need a stage to change the world. You need alignment. Every act of kindness you perform together, every prayer you whisper for someone unseen, every hand you hold in compassion, all of it becomes part of heaven's ripple effect. What begins small in secret will grow vast in spirit. The world may not always recognize what you are doing, but heaven keeps record of every seed. And when the harvest ripens, it will not be measured in applause, but in souls restored, hearts softened, and destinies awakened. That is how God measures success. There will be days when the mission feels heavy, days when you question whether the impact matters. But even in those moments, remember that divine purpose is not proven by instant results. Seeds take time to germinate in unseen soil. The very ground that looks still may be bursting with life underneath. Your faith keeps it alive. You will also find that your love itself becomes ministry. The way you speak to each other, forgive each other, and stand together in trial will preach louder than words. The people who watch you will feel the presence of God through your unity. You won't even have to explain. Your peace will testify. Your peace. There is an elegance in this kind of purpose. It does not shout, it radiates. It does not demand recognition, it reveals redemption. You are walking proof that heaven does not only rebuild what was broken, it redefines it into something glorious. The ashes you once held have become the foundation of something eternal. Your soulmate will mirror that same awareness. Together, you will find yourselves drawn into causes that align with heaven's heart, lifting the poor, comforting the forgotten, restoring hope to the weary. You will discover joy not in accumulation, but in transformation. Every act of service will deepen your bond. Every miracle you witness will remind you that your love is not an accident. It is an assignment. Do not fear the size of your calling. You were never meant to carry it alone. God paired you not just for companionship, but for capacity. Where you once felt limited, partnership becomes multiplication. You are no longer a single flame, you are a lighthouse. And as you both walk forward, your steps will light the path for others to find their way back to belief. Your love will speak where sermons cannot. Your faith will heal what words cannot reach. This is your greater purpose, to live as living proof that God's design for love is still pure, powerful, and real. Chosen one. You have reached the summit of this divine journey, the place where promises are no longer whispers, but realities. Everything you endured, every trial and tear has led you here. This is the moment when heaven's prophecy breathes in full color. You stand not as the person who once doubted, feared, or begged for signs, but as the one who has become the sign itself. The transformation is complete. This is the season of fulfillment, where divine partnership stands fully revealed. You are no longer waiting for love, you are walking in it. And this love, this covenant, is different. It does not flicker with mood or circumstance. It stands like a temple built upon rock, immovable, radiant, alive. The one God sent to you has become more than a companion. They are a reflection of the divine promise itself, steady, generous, and unbreakable. Your life now tells a story larger than romance. It tells of redemption. Every scar you once hid now shines like gold refined in the fire. The same hands that once trembled in loss now hold blessings without fear of losing them. You have learned that true love does not chain, it crowns. It does not demand, it covers. It does not drain. It divinely multiplies. As Jesus himself declared in the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verse 12, "My command is this: love each other as I have loved you." That command now beats within your chest. The love between you and your soulmate is not self-serving, it is self-giving. It overflows into the world around you. Together, you love with purpose. Your affection carries healing. Your union carries peace. And your shared life carries testimony. When others encounter you, they sense the presence of something sacred, because what you share is not ordinary emotion, but holy expression. In your connection, heaven finds a vessel. Through your partnership, God reveals his heart for unity, forgiveness, and faithfulness. You are living proof that divine timing is real, that waiting is never wasted, and that obedience will always lead to overflow. You have become what generations prayed for, a demonstration that love can still be pure in a polluted world. This covenant, sealed in heaven and manifested on earth, is meant to last. It is not seasonal, it is eternal. Even when years pass and storms rise, the foundation will not shake, because it was laid by divine hands. You and your soulmate are wrapped in a mantle of covering, spiritual, emotional, and physical. Your faith has become the roof, your trust the walls, your shared purpose the fire burning inside. There will still be challenges, as there are in every story of purpose, but your love will not collapse under pressure. It will deepen. Each trial will only refine your unity further. You have learned that battles are not signs of weakness, they are confirmations of worth. The presence of resistance means you carry something valuable. And now, you both carry the flame of covenant love, protected, eternal, unbreakable. You will also see the multiplication of your influence. What began as two hearts finding peace will become a ripple of restoration for many. The same anointing that brought you together will now flow outward. You will touch lives through compassion, generosity, creativity, and faith. Your home will not only shelter your love, it will shelter others. Your legacy will not fade with time. It will echo through generations. You are now the crowned and covered. Heaven looks upon you and sees prophecy fulfilled. The angels who once guarded your waiting now stand in awe of your rising. You have walked through fire without losing your light. You have crossed deserts and arrived in garden. You have been refined, restored, and rewarded. Stand tall in this truth. Chosen one, you are not lucky, you are ordained. You are not surviving, you are sovereignly sustained. And the love that surrounds you now is not fragile, it is fortified by heaven itself. Let peace settle in you like sunlight at dawn. Let gratitude be your new rhythm. Let your heart rest, knowing that the God who promised has performed. The circle is complete, the prophecy fulfilled, and the future secure. You are no longer waiting for blessing, you have become the embodiment of it. This is your inheritance, divine partnership, enduring provision, unshakable peace. You are crowned, covered, and chosen forever. Chosen one, take a deep breath. You've walked through revelation, promise, and prophecy, and now you stand in fulfillment. But remember, this journey does not end here. It flows forward. Every word you've received is a seed, and seeds only live if they are shared. You are now both student and steward of this message. Carry it, protect it, pass it on. Somewhere, another soul is still wandering through the dark valley you've just left. They are questioning whether love, purpose, and divine timing still exist. You can be the one who reminds them that heaven still writes stories of redemption. When you like or share this message, it's not for recognition, it's for restoration. You become the bridge between doubt and destiny. Your voice matters here. When you comment, you turn this message from a monologue into a living testimony. Whether you share a word, a reflection, or a simple amen, you add to the sound of faith echoing through this space. Heaven listens when gratitude becomes public. And if this message has touched you deeply, if you have felt peace, conviction, or clarity while reading, stay connected. Subscribe to remain under the flow of these prophetic words. Each message is a fresh wave, washing over the weary and rekindling purpose. This is more than a platform, it's a sanctuary of voices, a gathering of those heaven calls chosen. Let your presence here be part of something sacred. You are not just a reader, you are a participant in divine movement. May your days overflow with confirmation. May your nights carry rest. And may every step forward remind you that you are seen, guided, and deeply loved. Now go, chosen one, share the light you found,